Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. So as you can see, I'm doing an out of bounds tips and tricks video, and I've been wanting to do this a while. I've managed to get a lot of really good ones all throughout the video. There's a whole variety. I think number 11 is possibly my favorite. I'm gonna do kind of a running commentary to some of the examples to accentuate how these tips work. But other than that, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and yeah, we're just gonna jump straight into this. So number one is safe balloon drops. I can't tell you how many times I've used a balloon. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fly all the way across the map, and then I've landed on a squad and gotten absolutely annihilated. So yeah, something I would advise is if there's an out of bounds area to the location you want to go to that you can get on top of, highly suggest landing on that first instead of just accidentally dropping onto a squad. And then it secondly allows you to do some safe healing, say you've just ballooned away from a squad, and then third of all, it allows you to then scout out that area. So as you can see, there's enemies in the distance, and I could have jumped down on them and they might have heard me, but because I landed up there, I'm able to reposition. Now the next is actually using this to ambush and like get the third parties, because honestly, what are they gonna do? You shoot them, you knock them down, then they might be able to hit you, but you're just going to safely heal. You've got about 25-30 seconds before you have to jump down, and yeah, they're not exactly going to be able to get up to you. And now once you've got these positions, you can then use the out of bound areas to safely take inbound high ground locations, like I have here, and get cheeky shots like this. Oh! Sorry, I kind of like that shot. But next of all, number 6 is basically, it's not really a glitch, it's just the out of bounds zone isn't high enough. And this is actually kind of ridiculous. It's a bit OP, especially for extreme campers. So be warned of this. It's an infinite out of bounds trick with Octane. Essentially, as long as you're standing still, throw the jump pad at your feet and you'll bounce directly up. A lot of people know this, but if you do it on top of the out of bounds mountains, in a lot of locations, not all locations, it will jump you high enough that it continuously resets the out of bounds timer. It's kind of ridiculous, but again, you can't do much because most guns have massive amount of bloom while you're in this state, except for guns like the G7 Scout, which just always 100% accuracy. But yeah, you could technically use this in a non-cheeky way to scout out areas like I just did there, looking around, seeing where any enemies are, and possibly ambush them. But other than that, just watch out. Now, the next one, this is extremely useful for Wraith. So you can essentially create a 1 minute out of bounds base, and this is kind of like on par with the Octane jump pad one, except not as campy, not as cheeky. And something I will do is put the other end of the portal towards the door inside like where the attack is going, and that gives the portal a higher chance of enemies coming up it, and you can bait them through your portal basically. But like here, it hasn't happened, nothing's really going on, so I'm like, there's definitely a Pathfinder there. So I jump back down, the fight is most definitely going on now, so we jump in and sort it out pretty nice and safely. Gibraltar goes down, but it's all good, we've got his back. Now the Pathfinder is, yes, he's going to be the most useful for this, but like Wraith, like Octane, it's not always the case. But you can find certain spots around the mountains that allow you to put up these zip lines. Like you see here, I've got this giant zip line going up to the top of the out of bounds area, and that's the only spot here that I could find that would allow me to do it. So there's very unique spots, and I reckon this, along with the Octane jump pad thing, are things that will probably be patched over time, because these are a bit like, they're not really supposed to do it. It's just a unique spot I found that people can put zip lines up to that they probably didn't quite mark as a no zip line zone or something. But like here, it makes for very, very cheeky plays. And then number 9 is obviously running away. These zip lines up to these cheeky positions, Pathfinder being able to grapple up, Octane sometimes being able to jump pad up to these out of bounds areas, you're going to be able to escape and reposition very efficiently. And I wanted to show the extended version of this clip. This is a little bit of the running commentary that I was talking about, because yeah, this was actually a lot of fun and it turned out really funny in the end. So I'm using this escape and reposition tactic to go over the mountain, because right there is a choke point. That entire metal caged in area is just a massive choke point. So I just went straight around it. I'm on, like, what is this? I'm in diamond right now, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm the last guy left alive. I'm just gonna sit in this tree. Please don't judge me. I know there's going to be comments. But as you can see, this is just so satisfying when I managed to like pull off all these kills. And then the Pathfinder that he was fighting still had no idea who was throwing those arc stars. But runs anyway, stands still, and I managed to get the easy kill, and I managed to get a whole bunch of loot. Pretty nice. Just a bit of reposition in there. And this was number 10, sorry, is what I was saying about avoiding choke points. So right here with Pathfinder, you can do this with other characters by climbing over. It's just quicker with Pathfinder and his grapple. But you can basically avoid these really high dense, like popular choke point areas and go over the top. You've got 29, like 30 seconds in all, I'm pretty sure it is. So use that to your advantage, because I'm sure they don't mind. They would have put like a dead zone or a 5-10 second timer if they didn't want you to like go up there at all. So as long as you're not cheating, glitching style, then I'm sure it's okay. Now, number 11 is stealing choke points, and this was the one I said was my favourite. Now, as you can see, I've got a team in that choke point, and the circle is going on the other side of them. I need to bait them out. So what I've been doing here is applying pressure to either A, I knock them, or B, they do enough damage on me that they get tempted to push me, and that's what I want. As you can see here, I'm stopping, starting, I'm making sure they follow me. That way I bait them out of the choke point. I then use the balloon to get onto the out of bounds area, and as you can see, it is a bit tricky, but you can do it with other legends, and I managed to basically steal their location. And I'm going to do a bit of running commentary here, because this was just a play and a half for me. Like, I wouldn't consider myself a pro player. I'm just like an average player with a few decent skills. So yeah, this was really nice, just managing to use that tactic of taking the choke point, and now I'm using the choke point to my advantage, and then I'm using that 100% accuracy with the scout to try and show off on the zip line, and it almost goes all Pete Tong. I almost failed completely, but I managed to pull it back, reposition myself, and sort it all out for the good. But yeah, this is just absolutely ridiculous. They end up trying to push me because they're the ones that are now outside the choke point, and I'm the one that has the choke point and can just wait for them to come to me, or like so, annihilate them. Yeah, this was brilliant.
Let's go! That is how you freaking sneak over a mountain and take the circle from behind.
Alrighty, so number 12 is basically hiding end circle / good loot. I do this in like ranked play with end circles if I've predicted where it's going to be, and I'll just hide the loot to prevent other people having it, being more low on supplies. It's one of those every little help things. And then your timer basically runs out, right? But Pathfinder with his grapple, because he can get back up very quickly and efficiently, you just have to let the timer reset for about 5 to 10 seconds and just grapple back up, and you can basically do this infinite loop of grappling down, just falling down, grappling up, and you get this Pathfinder Infinite out of bounds thing. And then obviously with the good loot, hiding it, this is more of the common time I do it, and that's with armors. Say for example, I've just got a supply drop, just found a duplicate armor in it that I don't want anyone else getting it. I just pop it onto an out of bounds area really quickly. It's pretty simple, allows you to just get into a fight without worrying anyone's going to pick that up, and you can use it in the meantime if you need to retreat. Now, number 14 is banner signs are ziplinable. I don't know if that's a word, I just made it up. But all the banner lines are ziplinable, like the very top. And this is unique because most out-of-bound areas don't allow zip lines near the top of it. And this allows you and your entire team to get on top of these locations and apply damage from the high ground, like safe, like banner ambush / third party, I call it. But the best thing is with with Pathfinder, you can just get down, grapple, and you'll be absolutely safe, like resetting that timer. And then with your like teammates, what they can do is they can use the zip line to like reset the timer and just come back up top. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed my out of bounds tips and tricks. Some of them will get patched, but like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I shall catch you all later. Peace.